Von Miller last season at the age of 35 had an 84.5 pass rushing grade, an 18.4 win rate, and he had the second highest win rate amongst all edges in the NFL. Cooked where?
DC is definitely ready for us, man. DC is it. I'm telling you, man. Mitch, look at me. DC. DC is it. We need to make that happen.
While everyone outside of the Washington Commanders organization and fan base is looking at this signing as a big nothing burger, I'm coming on here to tell you Adam Peters and the Commanders just outsmarted the whole entire NFL by signing former Super Bowl MVP and first ballot Hall of Famer when it's all said and done, Von Miller. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career, and he's already milking injuries?
Stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she fly for him, and Shawty is the winner. You can tell that Shawty's love again now. She's confident.
As you guys know, your man Juangotti's computer has officially broke. So if you guys want to help donate towards a new one, feel free. Link down below in the description.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juangotti's here. We have the Washington Commanders video. And in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about how Von Miller becoming a Washington Commander is such a brilliant idea and just outsmarted everyone in the NFL. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. If you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. Also subscribe to 4th and 1, as I think you guys are going to love the content that is on that channel as well. And if you are in a position to help me get a new computer, you can donate to the GoFundMe link down below in the description. Now with all that out the way, let's get straight to it. So ladies and gentlemen, the Washington Commanders have signed former Super Bowl MVP, first ballot Hall of Famer when it's all said and done, one of the greatest pass rushers in NFL history, Von Miller, at the age of 36, on the press of Washington Commanders training camp as we are a week out. He is now a Washington Commander. It's funny because we were live on air, me, Reedy, John from Ball and Burgundy Podcast, on the Burgundy Breakdown, and when this happened, and when I first saw this news or heard this news, I thought Terry McLaurin got his contract extension. But we decided and saw that Adam Peters have some things up under his sleeve besides that. And when I first seen this move, I said it makes all the sense in the world, and this is why I believe so. Von Miller is coming in at the age of 36 to be a situational pass rusher and to be a on-field coach. At this point of his career, Von Miller just wants to see if he can win one more Lombardi before he hangs it up. We're not asking Von Miller to come in and be prime Von Miller from Denver and give us 20 sacks this year. If you think that's the Von Miller that you're getting, you're out of your mind. But you are getting a leader. You're getting a guy with Super Bowl pedigree. You're getting a guy that still can play at a very, very solid level. He had 6 sacks last season, and you're telling me 6 sacks added to this defensive line that lacked pass rush going into the season wouldn't be a huge boost. Not only is he able to provide some situational pass rushing on 3rd down, he's able to get some great game out to guys like Javonte Jean-Baptiste, Frankie Louvu, and Jacob Martin, and the slew of other guys that can be learning from a guy of Von Miller's caliber. This makes all the moves and sense in the world for the Washington Commanders to do at this point, as I think this absolutely upgrades their edge rushing room. And this, in my opinion, is a big move because it finally gives Washington somewhat of a threat outside of Frankie Louvu at that edge rushing position. Even if you don't think Von Miller is capable of giving you 10, 11, 12 sacks like he did last in his prime, his name by itself still holds weight. So left tackle, right tackles are going to have to double check and maybe chip an extra blocker on the way out to still encounter for Von Miller at this point of his career. I get it. He's 36. He's not prime Von Miller, but this still is a great move by the Washington Commanders and make all the sense in the world. And why I think they outsmarted the whole entire NFL is because nobody else was accounting for Von Miller. Nobody else was checking for Von Miller. People probably thought Von Miller was going to retire, and as he sat and waited and trained this all season, we're signing him right before training camp. So it makes all the sense in the world, and this goes to show you again that this regime is pushing all the chips forward to win a Lombardi. I understand a lot of people are nervous and scared that Terry McLaurin hasn't got his contract extension. Terry will get his contract extension at some point, I promise you that, but they are trying to build a winner around Jaden Daniels and this team. I think this significantly boosts a position group that was lacking, and even if it doesn't boost the position group on field, at worst these guys are going to be getting smarter and better from Von Miller leading their way vocally at minimum. This goes to show Washington is adding these guys that has won Super Bowls, not just been the Super Bowls, but won, as they added Bobby Wagner. They re-signed Bobby Wagner. They added Zach Ertz, re-signed Zach Ertz. These are guys that have been there, have won Super Bowls, have been at the top of their position groups for years now. And Von Miller is just another guy that can do that. And he's listed as defensive end, so he can do so many things for us, whether it's 3 tech, the 5 tech, wide 9, out wide. Like he's gonna do so much for us on situational pass rushing downs. It is crazy. I think Von Miller could obviously be a very, very good guy that can help Javon Kinlaw, who we know is going to be moving around a lot this well and on the defensive line. And I made this point to everyone that always is saying we need a game-changing pass rusher. I say, bro, 17 sacks from one player is just as good as 17 collective sacks. And I think you getting 6 sacks from Von Miller and 8.5 from Frankie Louvu and 5.5 from a guy like Javon Kinlaw, or 7, whatever may have you, all long as everyone is chipping in, it truly doesn't matter. I think that's the nature of the game and nature of Joe Witt Jr.'s defense is everybody's going to get some. It's going to be a pass rush by committee, and everybody's going to get some. Do we have a dog that separates themselves as one of the best in the game? No, we don't, but we have a bunch of guys that are hungry, going to play within the scheme, and that is going to get the job done. So this is a brilliant move by Washington. And I know a lot of people think Von Miller is washed up. He had an 82% grade rate last year per PFF for his performance last season. He played 13 games, so he wasn't healthy all season long and still was able to put up 6 sacks last year. So that was roughly about a half a sack and every other game and whatnot. So if we can get Von Miller to stay healthy for 17 games plus the postseason, this is huge. And this is why I think they made this move too, is because they know once we get to the postseason, the biggest hole on this defense and team, in my opinion, was pass rush. You go out and you upgrade the cornerback room in the secondary. You go out and you upgrade the offensive line room. You go out and you upgrade the linebacker room. I think this was the last position group that was lacking true upgrades. That's truly what it was, and I love it. It just gives me flashbacks to last year when we signed Marshawn Lattimore. It shows us that this regime actually listens, and it shows us as fans that we know ball, we know what we're talking about, because we said pass rush was a position that was lacking. And what did they do? They went out and addressed it. I don't care if Von Miller's almost 40 years old. The fact that they still went out and addressed it this late in the offseason and decided not to sit on their hands and wait till week 8, week 9, where the pass rush isn't there, or they can't force no runs back inside because they're getting ran on all outside. They say, you know what? Von Miller may not be the same Von Miller of old, but give him a chance, bring him in for training camp. Let's see how he is. Let's see if he can stay healthy. And at worst, at least we tried. At least we gave him an opportunity to see if he still had some left in the tank. That's all we ever asked for as a fan base, is why can't we be one of the teams to go out and make a blockbuster signing, or make a signing on a player, take a leap of faith on a player that was once good, to see what he still has left in the tank. That's all this is. That's all this is. And according to Adam Schefter, this more likely will be a one-year deal. And I think this is Von Miller's last chance at it to see if he can win one more final ring before he hangs it up. And how great would it be to send Zach Ertz, Bobby Wagner, and Von Miller all into the sunset with yet another Super Bowl ring. Von Miller means so much to this defensive line already. You don't even understand. You don't even understand. Because again, you have to really know Von Miller's impact as a player to really understand how impactful he's going to be, right? Off the field as a leader, these people are going to be in awe that they get to play with Von Miller. I mean, I remember, I think it was it Jordan McGee or one of these young guys in the locker room last season said, "Oh my God, I'm walking past Bobby freaking Wagner right now. This is insane." Do you understand how that's going to be when Von Miller arrives to Washington? So many of these people grew up watching Von Miller. So to be one-on-one beside him, I think this is going to be major for Frankie Louisville and Javonte Jean-Baptiste and Jordan McGee and Kane Madrano. Like, I think all these guys are going to benefit from Von Miller's presence. I truly think so. The only negative thing I have to say about this move is, why does he have to wear 24? Am I right? Like, 24 is so disgusting. Von Miller, you cannot wear 24. Hopefully, when he gets the conditioning test out the way and he gets in here and he gets the training camp, maybe he changes his number. But 24 is so nasty. It looks like Michael Davis is playing pass rush for us right now, and we don't want no parts of that. So, all seriousness, this move, I mean, is this something that's gonna blow you away? Of course, like not really. It's a move that's made July 17th, right before training camp. So it ain't like it's something that's just crazy. But the thought of having Von freaking Miller on our team is insane. This is something that we would have never been able to do 2-3 years ago, right? But now we're a destination where people want to come. We're a destination where vets like this are able to finish their career out one last time and give it one last go and say, I'm going to try to give it up my all and win a Super Bowl so I can go out on a bang. Can you imagine Von Miller getting a sack come week 1, strip sack technician, one of the greatest pass rushers this game has ever seen? Like, that is why I'm so impressed with this move. Because what this can mean for the younger guys in the future. I guarantee you, even if Von Miller doesn't statistically put up the numbers, these guys are going to learn something from him. And 2-3 years from now, they can look back at this 1 year with Von Miller and say, you know what? I learned something from Von. And that's going to carry me throughout my whole entire career. And on field wise, don't forget, Von Miller still can give you 5-6 sacks. And that was in 13 games last year. But we'll see what exactly he can do as long as he stays healthy this year. And Dan Quinn has a very, very good track record of keeping his veterans healthy. Remember, he gave extra time off to Zach Ertz and Bobby Wagner at times. These guys don't practice throughout the week a lot of these times. He has a very, very good feel for his veterans and to keep them healthy throughout the year. So as long as Von can stay healthy all 17 games, I think Von is going to be able to turn back the clock slightly and be a major contributor to this defense. But there you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this video down below in the comment section. I think Adam Peters and Dan Quinn outsmarted the whole entire NFL with this move because nobody was looking for Von Miller. He didn't even cross my mind, right? But late night on July 16th, Washington Commanders make a move that shocked everybody. But let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comment section. As always, me and boy Juan. Gotta make sure you like, comment, subscribe, help to Washington Commanders on the road to 11,000 subscribers. So we greatly appreciate me reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. You have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Peace.
Never gave up on ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.